Okay, it looks like we're up now. Sorry about that. I was gonna say if this doesn't work, I'm gonna go to Twitch. But damn, I was just streaming over there. What happened is I scheduled the summon stream and this stream today. But what happened was it made me when I hit go live, it automatically defaulted to the summon one for some reason. So I was streaming over there even though I set this one, so that's my fault. I guess I didn't notice. Sorry about that. I apologize sincerely for that because I did not mean for that to happen. I was like 100,000 for the cheapest fang on nigga, little bitch. 100,000 for the cheapest ring on a nigga, fang a little bitch. 100,000 for the cheapest ring on a nigga, fang a little bitch. I was in the trap, sell cocaine, ain't been the same since. So I was talking about in the other stream, I don't know if you heard me, but I was going over what you can expect to see from DC Studios beginning in 2044. So if my life and timeline goes well in 2040, the scripts will be accepted and we'll begin pre-planning and pre-production for the first event. So that'll take about 3 years, and then we'll begin marketing it in 2043. And the first DC film that's going to drop in 2044 will be Wonder Woman Conspiracy on March 25th, 2044. Then we have, let me shrink this a little bit. Oh, nice. Which one? Were you watching the special pose one, or were you watching the artificial life forms one? Then November 4th, 2044, we're going to have Batman, The Coldest Winter. Main villains being Black Mask and Mr. Freeze, and various other villains in Batman's Rogues Gallery. Then we have The Flash, T.O. Morrow. It'll also be referred to as the Flash of Tomorrow. Nice, man. I hope you enjoyed that one. I worked hard on that one. Then that is June 23rd, 2045. So 2 films in 2044, and then 3 films in 2045, and a TV show. So we'll have Hawk Girl, September 15th, 2045. And then Vandal, a 1-hour HBO Vandal Savage special, October 13th, 2045. Then in 2046, The Justice League. Yeah, man, you'll be 40 years old in 2044. I will be 50. I will be 50 years old, my friend, and you'll be able to enjoy these films. There you go, Undertale. Hey, man, I'm sorry about that. It was messing up. The last stream was all messed up, man. I had to restart the stream. So then we have The Justice League, March 16th, 2046. This is the first time we have the League of Doom trying to conspire to get Shi'ar's nth metal mace. Sorry about that. I got something in my mouth. Okay, so now we have, in 2046, the phase will end off with Aquaman, King of the Seven Seas, July 20th, 2046, which will be a political thriller. Event 2 begins, Superman and the Green Lantern Corps, December of 2046. It is not a Superman sequel. I'm so sorry, I skipped over Superman. Superman, A New World is February 17th, 2045. So in 2045, we have Superman, A New World, Flash, Teal Morrow, Hawk Girl, and Vandal, a TV show. 2046, we have the Justice League, March 16th, 2046, Aquaman, King of the Seven Seas, July 2046, and then Superman and the Green Lantern Corps. This is not a Superman sequel, but this is a Green Lantern Corps introduction film, as in the Justice League film, Green Lantern, it ends off with Superman having to go check something out with Green Lantern. Okay, so then we have Superman and the Green Lantern Corps, the primary villains being Sinestro and Zod. That is December of 2046. 2047 begins with Wonder Woman, the Immortal Sorceress, March 22nd, 2047, which really works out well because March 22nd is Wonder Woman's birthday. So we would be able to use that in the marketing, and I think that that movie would not only do really well, I think it would be received very well. That is, like I said, March 22nd, 2047. We have Martian Manhunter in July of 2047. Then we have Batman 2, Pandemonium, November of 2047. Batman 2 would be kind of like an Arkham Knight style Batman film. I think a lot of people would enjoy it. In 2048, the first film is in May. The Flash, Time in Reverse, May 2048. Then we have Hawkwoman, I actually messed up there. We have Hawkwoman in February of 2048 to begin. Then we have The Flash, Time in Reverse of May in 2048. Then we have Savage, second part of the Vandal Savage HBO Max special. Then we have the Justice League 2, Doom, July 2048. This is where the Justice League essentially loses. We have Teen Titans, live action Teen Titans series. What about the Hulk? The Hulk is Marvel. This is DC. So yeah, I would say where were we there? Justice League 2. Then we have Teen Titans Season 1, based off of the Teen Titans old series from Cartoon Network. Loosely, it's an adaptation. 6 45-minute episodes. then that is September of 2048. Then for the first time ever, unless someone does this before I do this, but for the first time ever, I want to have a TV show lead directly into a theatrical release of a film. Like, so you're not going to wait more than 2.5 weeks for the film to come out. So we'll have Teen Titans begin at the end of September and it'll lead into November. And then we'll have a Starfire film, which will introduce Starfire, a little bit more of the universe, and that will be her introduction to the Teen Titans. It'll be but it's not going to be a traditional film. It'll only be 1 hour and 30 minutes, so a little bit of a shorter movie, and it would be a limited theatrical release. So we would release it for a week. If it was doing well, we would keep it in theaters. If not, we would just go ahead and put it on streaming. We'd put it on streaming for half price. If you're already signed up, you could watch it for like $5. Yeah, so the Starfire film would be about Starfire's introduction into the Teen Titans. So she would crash to Earth, and this is what's significant about this. At the end of the second event, after Justice League 2 Doom, much of the Justice League is displaced from Earth. So the result of Justice League Doom is the Flash gets lost in time, essentially. So we don't know where the Flash is. I mean, we know where the Flash is, but the people in the universe don't know where the Flash is, so he's gone. Hawkwoman gets drawn into Thanagar, so she's gone. Superman gets drawn into a portal into Mongol's battle world, so he's gone. So we have no Flash, no Hawkwoman, no Superman. What's up, Unstable Master? We still have Wonder Woman, but she's dealing with issues that's going on with Olympus and Themyscira, so she's not really available because some of the results of what happens in Justice League Doom, she has to be present in Themyscira, and she actually has to kind of deal with Olympus as well. So the only Justice League member the Justice League members that are available are Aquaman, Batman, and Martian Manhunter. But Batman and Martian Manhunter have to go find Superman because they actually know where he went. Based off of what Batman's like able to find out, they have to go get Superman. So, how Teen Titans is a series that begins after Justice League 2. Teen Titans Season 1 begins with Batman telling Robin, hey, me and Martian Manhunter are going to go find Superman. I haven't decided if I'm going to let Aquaman go with them or not. I haven't really decided yet. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't decided. So that's to be determined, but we know for certain it'll be, I think we will, but we know for certain it'll be Martian Manhunter and Batman traveling out into the universe to find Mongol. Then we have, so Teen Titans is important because at this time there are not really any Justice League members that are like, you know, big hitters that are going to be able to defend Earth and deal with this situation. So when Starfire crashes into Earth, the only ones really there to deal with it are like the different governments on the world and then the Teen Titans who have to play the role of the Justice League. This is also important because this kind of gives Robin his first introduction to leading a team, which will lead to Young Justice in about 4 to 5 years from now. From Teen Titans Season 1, we have Teen Titans Season 1 and 2. And then that's Robin's last appearance as Robin, and then he'll be Nightwing and be leading. He'll be leading, you know, a version of the Teen Titans, but it'll be Young Justice from then on in. and we'll be bringing in a lot more metahumans. And we still will be bringing in metahumans kind of sprinkled out throughout the film. What's up, Jay? Stream's going good. I'm just talking about some stuff we're going to be doing in the mid 2040 in the mid 2000s here. I'm just grinding away, getting these links up for these Dragon Ball Superheroes units. It's going good, man. Thanks for dropping by. So then, you know, Starfire joins the Teen Titans. She decides to stay on Earth. That will be a 1 hour and 30-minute limited theatrical release in December of 2048. Then we have Event 3 starting, a Checkmate film starting in March 2049. Now, Checkmate is a not commonly used DC property, but it is fascinating. It's a shadow group of like a cabal of people that basically are running different parts of the world. They have certain powerful people who run them. So Checkmate will serve to introduce a few characters: Green Arrow, Black Canary, and other characters in that realm is where Checkmate will introduce those characters, and Checkmate will also introduce Argus and like the Suicide Squad, and not the Suicide Squad themselves, but those type of characters. So Checkmate is setting up like the underworld of DC, right? All those type of street level characters that are dealing with the Justice League not being around. Now that's in March of 2049. Now we have Superman 2, Hope of Humanity, June 2049. This is a film in the first about 15 to 20 minutes of the movie. Batman and Martian find Superman, and he gets off this planet, and then they head back to Earth, and then they all go their separate ways. And then this film will really be about Superman confronting Lex Luthor and Hope and all kinds of stuff like that. So that'll be fascinating. Then we have a TV show, Lords of the Universe. It's a 1 hour special, a level 10 link. Let's go. Lords of the Universe, that has to do with the Lords of Order and the Lords of Chaos. So Dr. Fate and then the Lords of Chaos. So that's to deal with those universal powers. It's a 1 hour special. It may even be like a 45-minute, like a 40-minute type of special, but it will be a TV special. Then in September of 2049, we have Zatanna. So if you're not familiar with Zatanna, she is a witch, kind of like the Scarlet Witch, except she's not like insano. She's just pretty normal. Her father was actually just a normal musician, but she has power, so she's a witch, and it's pretty cool. So does Zatara, but you know, magic runs in their family. So we have Zatanna in September of 2049. Then we have Constantine and Etrigan, a 6-episode TV show in October of 2049. So Zatanna kind of leads into Constantine and Etrigan. We have Aquaman, The Legacy of Atlantis in December of 2049 to end off 2049. In 2050, the films begin with Batman 3, The Shadows of Gotham, March of 2050. We have a TV show in April of 2050, Task Force X. It's a Suicide Squad TV show, 6 episodes, April of 2050. Then we have Wonder Woman 3, Queen of Olympus, June of 2050. Then we have, give me 1 second, let me check one thing. All right, sorry about that. The movies are going to look very futuristic. Yes, they will look very futuristic. They'll be beautiful. We'll use very cool color shades and have different tones across the different films. It's very important to me that we tell an overall story, and the overall story about this first phase is should humanity have the free will to be responsible for themselves, or do they need to be ruled? And is the survival of the fittest, like, it's kind of like the survival of the fittest mindset versus protecting those who are weaker than you. And that's kind of the overall story arc. Now, each character is going through their own kind of story arcs themselves. For Batman, it's primarily like the acceptance that he can't do everything by himself, and that he can't always have all the control, stuff like that. When it comes to Superman, it's about coming to terms with his humanity and his extraterrestrial part of himself. So think of it kind of like Goku, like coming to terms with being a Saiyan and being an Earthling, and being both of those things. That's kind of the way we're going to play Supes. Wonder Woman will be about accepting responsibility in all parts of life. So, we'll have these beautiful, and I want to film a lot on location. Oh, I think it's going to be beautiful. I can't wait. Okay, so we have Task Force X, April 2050. Wonder Woman 3, Queen of Olympus in June of 2050. Then in August of 2050, we have Teen Titans Season 2, where we have Starfire, Beast Boy. We have all the classic Teen Titans except for Cyborg. But Cyborg will come in a couple of years, and then the Teen Titans will be completed. We have Justice League Dark in October 2050. Now, Justice League Dark is a very fascinating story where it's the Justice League characters that are early. It's the DC characters that generally deal in the mystical or the magical part of the world and of the universe. So Swamp Thing, Solomon Grundy, Zatanna, Constantine, Etrigan, Wonder Woman, and Batman will also be in that film. Now, Cyborg is not around yet. This is why Cyborg is not around yet. Cyborg gets his power from a mother box. Mother box is technology from New Genesis. And in this first part of the universe, or in this first part of this DC event, we're not into New Genesis yet and into Fourth World. So, right now, our universe has basically a shield, so then that way they can't find us. This is preventing Darkseid, which is like a Thanos-like character, from finding Earth. So at the end of Wonder Woman 3, Queen of Olympus, there's no longer the barrier between Fourth World and our world. So it takes a little bit of time, but things are going to start to manifest that we're starting to set up the next phase, and Darkseid and the New World and New Genesis, and they're about to be the looming threat for the next 14 years. So Darkseid and all that will come to a head in year 12 and 14, year 19 and 21. So, Justice League Dark will be really cool, and this will actually help the Justice League members get an advantage to win against the League of Doom. We have Flash 3. This is going to be probably like a favorite. Oh, is that Taya in your PFP? If that is, I really appreciate that, Bloom. And I appreciate Ted Gardner. Screw the rules, I have money. Screw the rules, I have money. Yuki. Okay, anyway, sorry. Flash 3, I think, will be a crowd favorite because it'll be a future film. So the result of Justice League Doom is Reverse Flash and Flash get lost in time and end up in a future timeline where they're basically fighting and chasing each other around and stuff like that. Flash kind of gets the best of Reverse Flash, but then he ends up having to get home, and he's unable to. So he has to enlist the help. Yeah, he has to get some help. But it's kind of a fun movie. We see Batman Beyond. We see Ra's al Ghul as a new character that's not the traditional Ra's al Ghul. We see a future Superman. He said, nah, it isn't. Oh, it's not Taya, sorry. We see a future Superman. We see, like a Booster Gold. We see like many characters of the future. So it's very fun. That'll be a very fun movie. Flash 3 is in December of 2050. Event 4 begins with The Martians, featuring Martian Manhunter and McGann. If you're familiar with Young Justice, it'll be featuring McGann. This brings her into the universe. February 2051. Then we have The Lantern Corps. This won't just be Green Lanterns, even though it'll primarily follow Green Lanterns. We'll see Blue Lanterns, Pink Lanterns, Star Sapphires, the Indigo Lantern Corps. We'll see basically all the Lantern Corps in this film, even though it will primarily follow the Green Lantern Corps, John Stewart and Hal Jordan. May in 2051. We have For Krypton. It's a 4-episode TV show in June of 2051. This will establish that Supergirl is in the universe. We have, and that's June of 2051, we have Hawkwoman of Thanagar in August of 2051. Then we have a TV special behind the comic. It'll be a TV special going into the behind the scenes and kind of how this whole thing came together, and behind the scenes special, November 2051. Then we have a Themysciran Thanksgiving special in November of 2051, where all the Justice League members have Thanksgiving in Themyscira, and they also do talk about how they're going to attack and try to, get everything back and get Shara back and all that type of stuff. We have the Justice League 3. So we got the next generation of heroes now. Well, yes, we do have Robin, Beast Boy, Raven, McGann. We're about to get Cyborg. We'll have other various metahumans. We'll have a Wally West. We'll have Artemis. We'll have Calderon. What's called Aqualad. We'll have, so all that's being set up. Aqualad is set up in Aquaman 2. Aqualad is basically kind of realized, and he will be featured in the Teen Titans. He kind of will be taking Cyborg's place just because we don't have the Mother Box yet. But then Cyborg will be close with the next Robin too, which will be Tim Drake. He'll also be close with Dick too, but like so we have and then at the end of the Lantern Corps, it does set up a couple of new Green Lanterns. We have now Supergirl is not as old as Kal-El because of the whole thing of her being frozen. So she is young. That's true. Then we have Justice League 3, The Defenders of Earth, December of 2051, which will wrap up the first total event of the DC Comics, and then we're going to begin the next part that gets into everything else. But that is your first 7 years of films, beginning with Wonder Woman Conspiracy and ending with Justice League 3, Defenders of Earth. So yeah, man, it's good. Is the sale activated yet? Probably not. So I think this will be quite fun for everyone. You know, we're likely going to start in March 2052. I don't know if we're going to start with a Superman movie. I'm thinking about that. Or we may start with Shazam. And I'm thinking we're going to start with Shazam in March of 2052. So I would preferably cast the Superman actor at 28 or 29. And then by the time he would be finished, he would be 50. Isn't that crazy? He'd be playing Superman that long. So I would have to sign someone up who loves the character and who would be dedicated to being Superman for 20 years. You know, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. These are all 20-year characters. We'd probably do a Shazam movie. A Shazam vs. Black Adam film. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I think we're going to be in business here. We got Ani Raza. I love this character right here. They're clean. When does the Dragon Ball Hero celebration start? At 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. So if you're Eastern Standard Time, that will be 1 o'clock. If you're Pacific Time, that would be 10 o'clock. If you're Mountain Time, that would be like 11 o'clock. Nice double attack. It's over. We would set up the, yeah, it's 4 more hours for all of us. We would set up the Reach and Brainiac to be the primary villains until Darkseid actually makes his way. But yes, sir. I think that'll be fun. We'd have some Blue Beetle in there. Ooh, this is unfortunate right here. That's unfortunista. Wow, you're just gonna come at me just like that? Damn near died. Well, not really, but he got me for some damage. We really might start with a Superman movie. Well, this is 7 years in. In year probably 14, we'll do the, Death and Return of Superman. This phase, I think I may do Superman versus the Elite. I think that could be like a fun movie. Now don't touch my body, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch my body, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch my body. No, don't touch my body. Ooh, Final Flash, I'm copying you. I'ma kill you one time. Bro, if you try to dodge me, I will cry in the lobby. Vegeta, get another attack, please. Goku, get a crit on his back break. Ooh, and when I put him on his back, please. Yes, there's that crit. I look at you like you a bitch. With the plot twist. Thank you, brother. I'm going to be back streaming at 12 o'clock. When the banner drops, and I'm going to stream my summons. In case anyone was wondering. Universal Survival Saga. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. You try to be there. I appreciate that, Bloom. Well, this guy it is. This looks good. I do say so myself. Yeah. Mafuba. Mafuba. Kamehameha. Don't touch me. Don't do it. Don't. Oh, he got me. He got me. Punch me in my gut. Ooh, I ate that up like cupcakes. I'm about to land on his back. Let me get a crit. Let me get like another super attack just to finish this man. Yeah. He's definitely they get 2 normals for free. And when can I get? They didn't get the super. That's okay. Cause my Fuba. Hit him with my foob. Yeah, that's that my food, boy. What you know about that my food? All right, guys, let me go work so I can be back to summon at 12. Appreciate y'all for tuning into the stream. Sorry about the hiccup earlier.